All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's member showcase of the Decentralized AI Agent Alliance. Next slide. Again, our mission is, in many that talked before, is to foster the development and proliferation of decentralized AI agents through education, activism, research, and events. Next slide. So we're at 129 project members. That's seven. So that was actually accelerating growth. And 44 individual members, which also saw accelerating growth there. And next, also going to start showing DAIAA itself. We're up to 999 Twitter followers. So if you haven't followed us yet, follow us. So maybe we can get over 1,000 involved. Uh, uh, Alan, if you could share that in the chat, that would be great. As well as YouTube, we're only at 46 followers. We've actually got some really compelling content there about, particularly, the last general meeting of DAIAA, we had a evangelist of Semitis come and go talk about adoption of AI in the enterprise. It was a really compelling live content as well as replay. So our next showcase is December 15th. So if you'd like to showcase your AI agent and know somebody, even if they're not a DAIA member, we think we could benefit from having showcase. Have them reach out. Next, our next general meeting is on December 1st. Next. And we'll have another featured guest. Like I mentioned, the Evangelist Metis at the last one. That's some really good content. Next, we're also working with Swarm at an event in DevConnect called the Concept to Commit on Friday, November 21st. It's all about decentralized AI and media. Um, we mentioned it. I think at least a couple of our members are going to be attending there at DevConnect. So it should be a nice event. Next. And then also, real quick, I thought there was compelling Lumascape, and I'll drop the link in the chat as well. I'm big on Lumascapes, like who are all the different players. In total, there were multiple different categories and over 200 AI agent companies, and you can just kind of quickly scroll through them. Alan, I'm sorry, Robert, or Alan, I'm sorry, yeah. So this is the sales and marketing, AI agents. Next, the workflow automation, knowledge management. Next, industries or services. This is just the healthcare and life sciences AI agents. Next, financial services insurance agents. Next, enterprise tech. Next. So obviously a lot going on. Next. The final finding was the private AI agent market is moving towards greater specialization. Next. Leading AI agent companies are growing revenue at lightning speed. It's interesting. Next. AI agent startups focused on cybersecurity operations are most primed to exit. So, I thought it was an interesting study. They always do, I think, pretty compelling work. And that's it with the formal comments. So we can turn it over to our presenters. Starting with Hureka. So Rupak.
Hi, Lou. Thank you. And what a great segue to what we do versus you were just presenting the number of AI agents that are increasing, I think, with every minute we speak. So, hi guys, I'm Rupak, based out of New Jersey. I have been in enterprise world for most of my life. I was working in Johnson & Johnson from 2004 till 2022. Implemented my RPAs and the legacy AI, the way we know it, in there starting 2012. That was a great journey. and then started my own company, MTAP, which was all about enabling networking 2 years back, and left J&J. And now also going through what I call it as AI for Main Street. And we do it the way we do it because for a lot of businesses, it is an overwhelming space. So what I'm going to go through today is just having a little introduction to what we are doing and why we are doing it. So we started with AI for Main Street, and this happened because most of the businesses, especially folks who are not into technically savvy, they are finding it overwhelming. How do I go around implementing AI and leveraging it for my business? We all know how fast it is moving, and from nowhere, we started with Show Me in 2023, Advise Me in 2024, and in 2025 is all about Do It For Me in a much better way. So today is all about show and tell. So I'm going to go through, and Lou, how much time I have? I assume about 20 minutes or 15 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay. So so what we did was, I have a case study GNM, which is an e-commerce and retail. Then we have a case study Testa Paving, home service provider. And then a case study that we have Fish and Chick. I know I'll not be able to cover all of them today, but if any one of you have any questions later on, please welcome to join. What we are also doing is we are also having our AI for Main Street webinars for each one of the solution areas. Let's talk about GNM, what we are doing in here. In this GNM component, we are using, I'll just open up my slideshow. We are using OpenAI, Airtable, N8N, Google, Tulo, Vapi, and WooCommerce. What happens? A customer calls in, AI agent picks it up, takes up the order, places it into WooCommerce, and starts the process. That's use case number one, customer support. Number two, order inquiries. Anything a customer is looking for, we have our rack system attached to it, and based on customers' history, we can answer the customers, whether it is inquiry about an order, whether it is initiating a return, or it is a question about, hey, when I'm getting my shipment. So how are we doing this? We are doing it by, what we did was we created a native integration between WooCommerce, sorry, give me 1 second here. Between WooCommerce and OpenAI's custom GPT. And then with that component, we integrated with Airtable. So all the orders which are coming in WooCommerce, the customer information, Airtable acts as our CRM. And once it is acts as our CRM, N8N is our workflow tool. So whether they are emailing us, we are able to pick it up and answer them, or they are calling us, we are able to answer them. How many of you have experienced something related to e-com where you have seen gone through a complete voice interface? It might be Vapi, it might be 11 Labs. Any experience in that area? Let's pick up a call. So here is one of the calls.
Thanks for calling Medical American Surplus. This is Jane, your virtual assistant. I'm excited to help you turn those unused diabetic supplies into cash today. How can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to give my Cash App information.
Great, I can definitely note Cash App as your preferred payment method for this transaction. Would you be selling diabetic supplies today, or are we just updating your payment method?
Just updating the payment method.
All right, let me check our system for your existing information first. One moment, please. I'll look up your email now. Perfect. I found your account with the email anniefarr0062@gmail.com. Let me grab your details now. Hang tight. It seems I don't have your full account details in the system yet. Let's get you updated. Can you please confirm your full name?
Annie Farrell.
Thanks, Any Barrel. Could you share your address so I can update your account fully? Also,
So it's gonna talk to it, find all the information and update it out by going back and forth. So at the end of the day, we were able to resolve all the questions that they had. I'm gonna jump.
we don't collect the Cash App username over the phone. Our system automatically links it when you submit your order online. When you're ready to sell diabetic supplies, you'll include your Cash App details.
So this system, WAPI system, is again integrated completely with all the other components in there. So for example, in here, that is how the system was working. And we were using DeepGram to do the translations, RAG pipeline that was connected to it, the construction of the prompts, connections, and then back trigger over here. What this solution did to the user was that they were able to manage their complete customer support and 90% on AI. And they were able to take their personals to the other level. So now customer support resolution time dropped by 50%, customer satisfaction went up by 30%, order processing efficiency is 40%. The biggest learning, people do not want to talk to a machine. They have this set idea, I don't want to talk to a machine. We have numerous phone call conversations where as soon as they pick up and we say that we are a virtual agent, they will say, I want to talk to a live person. And we have to be insistent that if we cannot resolve, then we will send it to live person. And as long as the name of our voice agent is Jane, so as long as Jane is able to convince them, we are successfully converted people who do not want to talk to a machine. They talked to the machine, they were very happy, and they actually wrote back to the GNM company that we are happy with your customer service. That was our biggest win. Initially, it was the biggest worry too, because the demographics we are dealing with are 50 plus. So that was one element of that. The second is the same thing in here, that is test-up paving. In this scenario, what we have done is we have also created the appointment booking and the scheduling automation, along with message recording and follow-up notifications. So you are going to be able to schedule the meeting based on the information that you have provided. The test-up paving company can say, hey, I have this missing piece of information about your driveway, and AI agent will call up the next day to the client and make sure that we have the right information. Lou, I think I'm just above my time now. Just wanted to take any Q&A that we have so far.
Yeah, no, that was some interesting stuff there. You know, when you're talking about, so if they want to talk to somebody and you're so even with that, they only end up getting their 10% of the time.
Right. So this
And
is
then,
all, inbound calls, not the outbound calls. These are all
Right.
inbound calls.
Right. And so now kind of what's your biggest challenge with the AI today?
Can you ask the question again?
Yes, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I apologize. 1 second. Hi, this better?
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
Sorry, went through that. I forgot the question.
You're asking what the biggest challenge he faces.
Oh yeah, yes, exactly. What's the biggest challenge now? Because you seems like things are working pretty well, but I know we're still kind of early in all of this.
There were a couple of challenges, right? So from the business owner's perspective, the first challenge was just to it was about how do you make them intellectually aligned with the AI mindset? So what I'm showing on the screen is my biggest challenge. Right team with the AI mindset. How do you get them together? Educating the business that their investment will lead to ROI is the biggest challenge for us as a service company to close a client. And from the perspective of customer who's giving a call, making your voice agent, giving it a little empathy is very important. How can we make our voice agent? It's not about sounding like a human. It is about behaving like a human. So how can you manage the questions that people are asking? So we had to work a lot that it does not hallucinate. That was one of our problems because people are going to ask any kind of question. So that was first problem that we managed. The second problem was convincing people that if you talk to Jane will be able to solve your problem. Both challenges are not the technical challenges. Both challenges were people challenges.
Very interesting stuff. Yeah. So obviously you'll stick around. We'll have time for Q&A when Akras is done.
Sure.
Our next speaker. Terrific.
Thank you.